Hello children, good morning. Today we are going to learn about countable and uncountable nouns. Most nouns in English are countable. We can put a number before them. If you see over here, 2 tables, 1 fridge, 4 chairs, 2 lamps. So, whatever we can count, we call them as countable nouns. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever you can count, we call them as countable nouns. For the countable nouns, we put a number before them. So, countable nouns have singular and plural forms. For example, if we see 1 table, 4 tables. Here, 1 is a singular, 1 table is a singular countable noun, 4 tables is a plural countable noun. For example, there is 1 fridge in the room. You can see in this room 1 fridge. There are 4 chairs in the room. There are 2 lamps on the wall. So, by this, we can say that for countable nouns, we add a number before them. Now, let us see what are uncountable nouns. Now, some nouns are uncountable. We cannot put a number before them. They have no plural form. If you see in the example here, luggage, paper, furniture. For those, we cannot add any number before them. For example, can we call 3 luggage, 5 paper, 4 furniture? Likewise, uncountable nouns doesn't have plural forms. We cannot call luggages, papers, furnitures. Why? Because we doesn't know how many they are, right? That is the reason we cannot add a number before them, and also that doesn't have any plural form. So, how to count uncountable nouns? How to say uncountable nouns? For example, if we take water as an example, water is an uncountable noun. Can you count water? Can we say one waters, 2 waters, 3 waters? No, right? No, right? So, let us see how do we count water. Usually, we use some words like some water, a little water, or much water to say it's an uncountable noun. For suppose if anyone asks you, how much water do you want? You'll be saying some water, or else a little water, or else much water, right? Now, for example, there is some water in the jug. We are not saying like we have 1 glass water, 2 glass water. No. If you see in the picture over here, we can say there is some water in the jug. Another example, there is a little water in the glass. So, to say for uncountable nouns, we use some, little, or much. Now, let us see some more about uncountable nouns. We do not use a or an before an uncountable noun. We use some before an uncountable noun. So we cannot say a water, an water, a bread, an bread. For uncountable nouns, they are nouns. For nouns we will be using, but not for uncountable nouns. We cannot use a or an for uncountable nouns. We only use some. We use some before an uncountable noun. As we have seen an example before, for water, the mug has some water. The glass is having little water, right? So like that, we are not using a or an, we are using some, right? So if you see here, we use some before an uncountable noun. Some luggage, some paper, some furniture. If we see another example, give me some cheese, please. So we are using some here. We are not asking one slice of cheese, 2 slices of cheese. We are using some cheese. Give me some cheese, please. There are ways to quantify an uncountable noun. We use measure words or counters to count the uncountable noun. So how do we count an uncountable noun? Means we use some measure words or counters to count the uncountable nouns. Let us see some example. For example, 2 pieces of furniture. So if you see here, pieces is a measure word, furniture is an uncountable noun. In this example, 1 glass of water. Glass is a measure word, water is an uncountable noun. How much of water? 1 glass of water. So glass is a measure word, water is an uncountable noun. In another example, 1 box of cereal. Here box is a measure word, cereal is an uncountable noun. 2 bars of soap. In this example, bars is a measure word, soap is an uncountable noun. The words piece, glass, box, bar are countable nouns. We use such words to measure or count the quantity of an uncountable noun. Such words are also called measure words or counters. So children, we have seen what are countable and uncountable nouns. In countable nouns, we can count the thing. We can count the thing by adding a number or else a plural form. Whereas for uncountable nouns, we cannot add a number or else it doesn't have any plural form. We only use to count the uncountable nouns, we use few words like some, little, much. Right? I hope you all have understood, children. Thank you.